Privacy, I think there's a lot of conversations that we've had around privacy, data classification, and bold, but still responsible. So, what does that mean? What is building the sovereignty of data is something that a lot of governments are grappling with in terms of when they're putting together their
reading an analyst report with us. It's quite windy normally, but keep your hat on when you come. We created AI Media back in 2018 to really, from a French company, where they looked at AI in Africa in 2016, and well, it was a global report actually on AI, and they had no data on Africa. And we wrote to them saying actually on AI, and they had no data on Africa. And we wrote to them saying, hey, we've got a whole bunch of information. Who likes to deal with SARS? Hands up who likes to deal with SARS? It's the same guy. Right. Are you working for SARS? Well, SARS just recruited 250 data scientists. You know, there are ways in which this technology will start to pervade and obviously discover the ones which are not doing it correctly, or discover the ones that aren't doing it at all, right? So that's using AI in a positive way. Like it, that SARS comes knocking and says, hey, we're going to audit you. I've been audited about 5 times. I've done nothing wrong. I have paid all my taxes. So, like it or not. So it's good now to start understanding it. Ignore the newspaper headlines. Just do your own research on it. It's like watching the news. So that's the negative, but then the paradox is, well, there's a lot of good, right? So who knows about the digitization project of Hatfield? Who knows about that? No one. What do you do now? Okay, so there's a massive visualization.
He's also going to follow the same trend of countries getting destabilized, economies getting destabilized, like what happened with the other areas.
We should have a pint of beer and have this conversation.
Hina Patel, MD for Data and AI Africa at Accenture, and she joins us on stage. Selina Lee at Zindi Africa, who is coming up now, and Lizzie Corona, who is at, I am correct in saying mlab, the CEO there, correct? Thank you so much for that. So please help me to welcome our wonderful speakers. All right, great stuff. Now, as a communications expert, that's my trade by nature.
My name is Selina. I'm the CEO and co-founder at Zindi. So, Naz, to your question, how did I get here? I really don't know. I mean, it was a very indirect path. So, I studied mathematics and computer science. I always did love working with data and was really excited about that.
It sort of inspired me to continue that path. I think the internet and the mobile advance was something that I was part of and came to South Africa in 19.
The new best thing. It was also Y2K, and everybody felt like the world was coming to an end. And so for me, it was just this curiosity about something that was very intangible. You know, when you study chemistry, you're working in a lab, you're working with things that you can touch and feel and see. And, you know, software development, communications, etc., was just something not tangible. And I suppose
when I studied engineering, the whole department, the whole faculty rather, we're around 15. By the time you finish, the numbers
into industry. I've been in industry for close to 10 years, working in corporate before I moved back to academia. I think we are making progress, but the challenge is once we get them maybe to enroll into a degree or to start working, the challenge is how do we make them stay? I think that's why this conversation is still happening.
Is it because of the imposter syndrome, or from your experience, what else have you found is a stopgap or is a blocker to them progressing either to the second year or to going to graduation?
I think there are a number of issues that